Aha, me hearties, and welcome to Radio Doreen, your isolation station. Can we cut the Captain Pugwash music, please? It's getting on me tits already. I think that can CIA on a boat. Right, I've got my trusty shipmates with me, Rosie and Jim. Yeah, I mean, they normally sit a bit closer than that, but they're carrying out social distancing. And of course, I got my pirate parrot with me, Captain Clint. I'll tell you a bit more about him later. It's a bit of a story. He's quite an interesting parrot. Right, listeners, I am conscious that I have a very important part to play in these troubled times, but at least I am conscious, which is very unusual for me at this time of the day. So let's get all close mic and serious for a bit. It's a bit like that film, Play Misty for Me. Remember that? Clint Driftwood. Look it up. Anyway, we know it's a really tricky time for many folk who, like me, are self-isolating thanks to the Cornetto virus. And we know there's a lot of troubled minds out there. So as the UK's major public service broadcaster, our aim here at Radio Doreen is to help you out to keep your chin up, or chins if you've got more than one, to pass on some handy tips, help you with your problems, save you a bit of money, help you stay fit, and to show you some things while you're cooped up to stop you from getting bored, and hopefully give you a dose of the best medicine, a bit of a laugh. Anyway, if you don't mind, there's enough doom and gloom out there on the other radio stations. So here on Radio Doreen, we're going to concentrate solely on positive news. So without further ado, let's get right down to it. Now, I've had a letter from Jim in Wolverhampton who says, "Dear Doreen, I've been asked to work from WUM, but I'm a train driver. What can I do?" Well, Jim, you need one of these, love. Right, now it's time for me review of the year.
Doreen's Review of the Year.
It's been a shit year.
Radio Doreen.
Right, now self-isolation, of course, can be a very worrying time for your pets. They've probably never seen so much of you, and understandably, perhaps I'm regretting living with you. So please respect their private space, give them a chance to chew up the sofa, and occasionally, give them the TV zapper to have a play with, yeah. But whatever you do, don't let them get hold of your prize Elvis collection. I mean, this was worth 3,000 quid on eBay before this bastard got hold of it.
Radio Doreen.
Right, now it's time for our Spot the Difference competition. 2 pictures, 1 tiny difference. You have to spot the difference as the pictures flash very briefly before your eyes. So concentrate. Here's picture A. And here's picture B. Drop me a line with your guesses and you could win one of these fabulous prizes.
Knitting lessons, a packet of polo mints, a luxury mini break in Bilston, a slap-off meal with your very own slapper, fashion tips from your own personal shopper, a Royston Blythe hair makeover, a cultural weekend city break in Tipton, an unwashed pair of Steve Bull's underpants, and tonight's star prize, an out-of-date Doreen calendar.
Radio Doreen.
And this comes from Claire Cheeseman, who I spotted on Twitter, who says, "Can I ask, what is everybody having with their pasta? Because the shelves are fecking full of pasta sauce, but not one bag of bastard pasta." Thank you, Claire. Elegantly put, love. Well, Claire, I've looked into this for you, and it seems the most popular choices in the Black Country to have with your pasta more pasta, chips, rice, Doritos, tomato soup, beans, pint of bitter, and my personal favourite, smoky bacon crisps. But of course, you could always have pasta on its own, or even on a plate. I hope that helps, love.
Don't be ignored. Welcome aboard Radio Doreen.
Right now, I've got a letter here from Wendy in Cotsall. Wendy says, Doreen, I wonder if your listeners would be interested in this handy money-saving tip. Wendy, we're all ears, love. So what's to say? Instead of throwing away all them worn-out old toothbrushes, try this. Get a small hacksaw, hold on, and saw off the end bit. Right. Then, says Wendy, you will have a collection of brightly coloured plastic sticks that you can use for all sorts of things. Christ, Wendy, I think you need to get out a bit more, don't you, cock? Not that you can at the moment. Right, now here's something you can do to amuse the kids. Have a circle in the loft and dig out one of them dolls that you had when you was a baby and use it to scare the shit out of them. Right, so now the supermarket shelves, they're empty and you've got plenty of time on your hands, so obviously this is a great time to start making your own bread. Now, I managed to pick up a bread maker from the car boot a few years back, but I'd never tried it before. Trouble is, the thing, it don't come with an instruction booklet, so obviously I've had to guess what sort of things you put into it and for how long. But it's been on all night. It smells quite nice actually. So obviously I'm very excited to see what it's about. So let's just have a look inside. It's exciting, ain't it? I think that needs a bit longer. And now on Radio Doreen, it's time for Thought for the Day. So, this week I had loads of my spring tour shows cancelled. 6 months of hard work in the dustbin. Lost most of my entire income for the year. But you know what? I thought, fuck it. I thought, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. That was Thought for the Day. Right, now I've had another go with my bread maker. And I think that I'm in for better results this time because I've changed the ingredients a bit. So let's have a quick look. Oh, no, that's perfect.
Doreen's Interesting Facts.
Right, now on Radio Doreen, I always aim to educate my listeners with at least one interesting fact a day. So, here's today's. Eaten an avocado lately? Maybe you've had one as part of your 5 a day. But did you know that avocado is an old Aztec word and it literally means testicle? Probably for obvious reasons. So remember that next time you put an avocado in your mouth. And remember to wash your hands.
Radio Doreen.
Right, now I've had an email from Joshua who says, I work at the Pauline Quirk Academy in Wolverhampton. So I was wondering if you could send them a video of inspiration. Just telling them to keep working hard and never give up, etc. Especially at this hard time. If you can, that would be amazing. Yeah, I'm right there. If you're caught, I completely understand. Now you know, Josh, you'd hate me forever, wouldn't you? Well, Josh, I hope this quick shout out will suffice for now, because as you can see, I'm a bit busy, aye. So, here goes. Right, yo lot at the Pauline Quirk Academy in Wolverhampton, you heard Josh. keep working hard and never give up, etc. Especially at this hard time. Will that do, Josh? Remember, if you want to shout out, just send me a note. Preferably a 20 quid note.
Radio Doreen.
And now it's time for our next feature, Our Soul of the Week. Our Soul of the Week this week is not one person, it's a whole collection of them. The ones who devise policies for insurance companies. Why? Because I've just had this letter from George at Bridge North. Dear Doreen, a friend of mine runs a pub and a policy that they pay a lot of money for, just in case at times of need, add this clause, covering them for loss of profits. Loss of profits is to include losses arising from the closure of the premises by a competent authority due to a human, notifiable, infectious disease. Sounds ideal, don't it? Well, he goes on to say, and I quote, I have been in touch with my insurance broker who believes that at the moment insurers do not propose to pay out under the clause I stated, as coronavirus is not on their list of known infectious diseases. Yeah, never heard of it. If you have any contenders for Our Soul of the Week, just email me. In the meantime, think twice about paying insurance companies a lot of money to cover yourself for something that you ain't covered for. Better still, buy this, Doreen's insurance policy. It also never pays out, but it's so much cheaper than the competition. And the money you save, of course, can go a long way to helping you in a crisis. But we do like to be balanced here on Radio Doreen, so as well as Our Soul of the Week, we'll also be doing a regular feature called Hero of the Week. There's lots and lots of heroes out there, working class heroes, and I hope to highlight them in the coming weeks. But I hope you don't mind if this week we keep it simple and we keep it obvious. The heroes of this week are all the staff and volunteers of the NHS. God bless them all, and thanks for what I'm doing. I've gone a bit full, sorry. Well, I hope you don't mind if we leave it there for today, because I can't really top that. And we've decided to keep these shows short but regular. Well, as regular as you can afford to be when there's a shortage of bog roll. So rest assured I shall be back next week with more handy tips on how best to spend your time in isolation. So remember, keep washing your hands, especially after switching off a tap. If you have enjoyed today's show, please share it with others, because we're all in this together, albeit separately. And as the wartime spirit kicks in once again for all of us, I'm reminded of this marvellous lady, Dame Vera Lynn, who only recently celebrated her 103rd birthday. I'm now Vera Lynn, but my message to you, dear listeners, is much the same. Keep your spirits up, my darlings, 'cause we'll meet again.
We'll meet again, don't know where and don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I'll be seeing sunny day.
Ta-ra a bit.